direct response to case number, whatever it is, to the prosecuting attorney, judge. You can put the whole lot of them in there. In the state court of whatever state court it is, of the state of confusion, whether it be Texas, Colorado, Utah, Nevada, Nebraska, Idaho, you name it, doesn't matter. Case number, non-appearance ex parte request for disclosure of all criminal bonds, bonding, and other related connected documents and instruments. Okay? Plaintiff, executor, debtor versus defendant, beneficiary, creditor. Identification of requester in accordance with Title 28 CFR subsection 1641D. Comes now, I, Derek, a man, moves this court for the following request. This request is made pursuant to the provisions of the Freedom of Information Act, Title 5 U.S.C. subsection 552, and Privacy Act, Title 5 U.S.C. subsection 552 A.D. 1, for a full disclosure and release of all records and or data contained in your department and or agency under my name and or identified to my name. This request sought herein is for bond information and or commercial crime bonding information and or case bonding information and or commercial crimes bonding information and or case bonding information and or commercial crimes bonding certification, Title 5 U.S.C. subsection 552 A2AB of records that are secured and maintained by your department and or agency. The records sought specifically, but not limited to, are the compiled files containing 1. Criminal case bonding information, 2. Criminal bond certification, 3. Bid bond SF-24, performance bond SF-25, and payment bond SF-25A, 25B, SF-28, SF-34, SF-35, SF-1414, SF-1415, SF-1416, SF-1418, OF Form 90 and OF Form 91. Information 4. Noted criminal case bonding and or bonds which secured the financing and or the pledge for the financing of the criminal case listed above. 5. Certified true and correct copies of the bonds and identification, QSIPs, SIC, ISIN, CINS, and ANNA numbers. 6. Certified indication of the amount secured per bond per each offense charged per 1099 OID report, the expiration date and specified interest for the specified length of time of these bonds. 8. Which government body and or whom or what persons, i.e. special purchase entities, underwriters, corporations, companies, associations, firms, partnerships, societies, joint stock companies, individuals, and or officers, A, secured the bonds, B, hold the bonds, and 9, any and all records and data concerning the bonds, thrift financial reports, balance sheets, FR 2046, 2049, 2099, in accordance with FAS 5, Accounting Standards Codification 450-20, FAS 95, FAS 133, FAS 125, Securitization Accounting, RC-S and RC-B, FFIEC Call Schedules, AO 10A, AO 213, AO 215, AO 430, not otherwise exempt by Title 5 U.S.C. subsection 552 A6C B7, Title 5 U.S.C. subsection 552 AJ2 K2, or Law Public Citizens versus Department of Justice 1989 491 U.S. 440, 105 LED 2D 377, 109 CT 2552, Department of Justice versus Reporters, 1989 489 US 749, 103 L period ED 2D 774. 019 S period CT 1448, Detroit Free Press versus Department of Justice 73 F period 3D 93 1998, and FBI versus Abramson ABRAMSON 465 US 615 72 L period ED 2D 376, 102 S period CT period 2054 1982, including exemptions Title 5 USC subsection 552B3. If the information, records, and or data requested are placed, filed, secured, and are held in a separate, different, and or distinctive file by or under another name, number, or identifier other than the case docket number and or identification listed above, I authorize your department and or agency to open and or access that file for all the information, records, and or data requested herein. It is further requested, and it is further required, that your department and or agency is in response to all the information requested specifically inform me if and to what governmental body and or to whom and or what person previously described has been released and or disclosed any of the information and or material requested herein, their name, title, purpose, and need for such information and or material, the data or release, and the specific information and or material released and or disclosed, such information and the specific reference to authority, statute, or regulation governing such release and or disclosure under Title 5 USC subsection 552AB1 through 12, C1 through 4, or Law Abram and Rose PLC versus US 138 F period 3D 1075 1998 and Ray versus Department of Justice 720 F period 2D 1983. Your department and or agency is advised that the bonding and or bonds, info, data, or report in total are no longer accord exempt status unless under specific exemptions noted, and only with reference to specific citations of authority. Nemetz, Nemetz versus Department of Treasury, 446 F Superior Court, 102, 1987, Atkins versus Federal Election Common, 101 F period 3D, 731, 1996, and Gummoc, Gummoc versus Gore, 180 F period 3D 282, 1999, Solar Source Inc. versus US, 142 F period 3D 1033, 1998. I agree to pay any reasonable cost or fees applicable to this request above and or beyond the specified allotment of costs or fees applicable at no charge pursuant to the Uniform Practice Code, the OMB Uniform FOIA Fee Schedule and Guidelines, subsection 6B, Federal Regulations 10,017. In compliance with Title 31 USC subsection 9701, or if I am considered indigent, I ask your department and or agency's waive all charges pursuant to Title 5 USC subsection 552AI3 ETSEQ. Pursuant to Title 5 subsection Title 5 USC subsection 552A6AI, it is noted that your department or agency has 10 working days following the receipt of this request to provide me the information and or materials sought. Should any delay occur, it is request that your department and or agency inform me of this delay as provided by Title 5 USC subsection 552A6B and the date when your department and or agency will be able to act. In the event that I do not receive the response in the specified time provided by statute, I will be forced to pursue other remedies. Public Citizen versus FTC 869F period 2D 1541 1989 and Blasey versus Tenant 194F period 3D90 1999 and GMRI Incorporated versus EEOC 149F period 3D 449 1998. I certify under the penalty of perjury, under the laws of the United States of America in the nature of Title 28 USC subsection 1746(1), that I have read the foregoing request for information and know the contents thereof, and that the information listed above is true, correct, and complete. Request executed this day, whatever day it is, in the year 2021, respectfully submitted, for, by, and authorized by authorized representative Gonzalez, Derek Stine. All rights reserved without prejudice, UCC 1-308 without recourse. Hope that helps you out.